On the developed pictures, I saw Otto Hefner. He was listening to General Beck. My fears were confirmed. This unpredictable agent, Klaus, posed a serious threat to Hefner, and that meant I was in danger as well. I had to talk to Otto about it. These photos show a meeting at General Beck's. Hefner is among the guests.
Have you developed the photos? Ah, the photos. Great, this is great. Yes, Maya. What do you want? I didn't know what to look for, but I have an intuition.
I saw only a group of officers. It's quite natural that friends come to visit an esteemed retired general.
It isn't quite natural when old General Beck is talking to a group of young officers. If it wasn't for my intuition, we wouldn't have been able to get Mussolini out of Gran Sasso. My intuition says that there's something not right about this meeting at Beck's. Give me some time and I'll prove it. I had to be here today. I just felt it. I'm a very important person, Maya. My time has come.
Do you seriously believe in your intuition and premonitions?
They are the voices of my ancestors. If I don't listen to them, then I'll betray myself and my Führer. And if I betrayed my Führer, then I would simply kill myself. Oh, it was great. We were in and out in a flash, and the Italians were left standing with their mouths open. They were holding Mussolini at a ski resort in Gran Sasso in the Apennines. Gorzeni came in with some SS troopers, rescued Mussolini, and flew him to Rome. When we got back to Berlin, Skorzeny received the Order of the 100 Musketeers from Mussolini and an Iron Cross from Hitler. He became a legend, and he's been a national hero ever since. Yes, I had my reasons. Skorzeny may be a superb trooper, but he's an egoist and a poser. Yes, I'm saying it openly, and I can repeat those words to his face. Skorzeny wastes his time on trifles. When he was organizing the sabotage operations, each success filled him with so much pride that he could burst at any minute. He could talk about his tiny operations for hours, as if they were epic deeds. He failed in Tehran. He failed the first major operation he was put in charge of. But he grew bitter and found comfort only in putting all the blame on his subordinates. And then there was that great success with Mussolini. It was a damn fine operation. But it was I who planned it, not Skorzeny. But I am becoming too excited. When I hate, I take something from myself. When I love, I become that much the richer by what I love. Forgiveness is the recovery of something lost. Hatred of man is a prolonged suicide. Egoism, the deepest poverty. I love Skorzeny for his strength, his bravery and his loyalty to the Third Reich. But he became an egoist and we went our separate ways. The only man whose life story is worth telling is Adolf Hitler, a soldier who received awards for his bravery on the battlefields of the Great War. A common man who now fights against the greatest evils of the world, the Jews, the capitalists, the communists. He is a Superman. He is the superhuman for whom, in the words of Nietzsche, the human being is a means, not an end in itself. And I? All I have is a medal for my service in the SS and a death's head ring. It's nothing compared with the great deeds of the Führer. See you later, Maya. I'll be thinking of you.
Hello, Hefner?
Yes, Maya. Greetings.
I need to speak to you immediately. It's important.
You got the tickets? Yes, that should be fine. All right. We'll meet in the restaurant in 30 minutes.
Great. Hefner is frowning. He seems worried. Hefner.
Hello? What's up? You sounded a bit strange over the phone.
Something's happened and... Where's your sister?
Gerda? She'll be here soon. What happened then? What about those tickets?
Here are your tickets.
Thanks.
Listen to me. Were you at General Beck's today?
Yes, but I don't see how the two are connected.
What were you doing there? What were you doing there? Answer quickly.
It looks like you're having a fine time here. Ah, men. Can't leave them alone for a second. Not like the old days. These days it's always the same thing. War, war, war. And I suppose you are Meyer?
It's an honor to meet you. I was carried away by the conversation with your brother and didn't have a chance to introduce myself.
Oh, I'm flattered. My brother talks about you a lot. You work for the Gestapo, don't you?
Ah, yes. The military police. It's an interesting job, but let's talk about you. I'd like to know more about you.
Frankly, my life lacks any sort of romance or intrigue.
Your compliments lack a certain subtlety, Maya.
I'm certainly not complaining. Yes, I know I'm attractive, and yes, my life really is quite boring. I've always imagined being something bigger than a housemaid and a secretary.
Oh, and who is your boss? I know some of the people from the Hamburg division of the NSDAP.
I don't think that you know my boss. He's a small, quiet old man. I don't see him very often, but he pays me, so I can't complain. I had such high hopes when I joined the SS, but I realize now that a woman must be an assistant to men. I had to reconcile myself to it.
We grew up in Hamburg. There was a huge puddle on the road to our school. Gerda and I were always late, and we never had time to go around the puddle through the alleys.
So Otto used to take off his shoes and carried me over the puddle on his back. Otto was a great brother, so caring and thoughtful. I'm sure that he'll be a wonderful father. Otto, when are we going to find you a good Aryan bride for you?
Gerda, how could you think about such things now? What bride? We are at war, and the Soviets are advancing.
Gerda, what a beautiful name. The name of a girl who saves Kai from the cold realm of the Snow Queen, and thaws his heart with the warmth of her soul.
Fairy tales are beautiful but useless. I'm a modern girl who's been brought up by the League of German Girls. Fairy tales are dreams about the unattainable happiness. They will console the un-Aryan people when they are made to work hard to pay for their racial inferiority. The children of barbarians will see the dazzling beauty of Berlin and the godlike creatures, the Aryans. They'll taste the leftovers from the grandiose feast in honor of the Fuhrer. They'll collect the stones that the members of the NSDAP walk upon, and this will make them happy for the rest of their lives. Only the Jews will have no place in the New World. These animals will be exterminated.
Why don't you just stand up and shout Heil Hitler?
You know what, Otto? I think I just might. I just don't know what to say. I'd hate to interfere with your work, Gerhard. May I call you Gerhard?
I'm sorry, Maya, but I beat you to it. Gerda has already agreed to take me as her guide.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Why do you not ask me about the war? Everywhere I go, they ask me about the war. I'm so tired of that. I think that you're the first person who has chosen not to do so.
I can't talk about war with a beautiful girl, can I? Let's leave boring topics to boring people.
Am I interrupting you?
Frankly, yes, a bit.
That's my sister. Hello, Maya. There's a call for you.
I'm sorry, who?
It's a man. He didn't give his name.
Please excuse me. It's my work, you understand. I simply must take this call.
Meyer?
Klaus, how did you know I was here?
It wasn't hard. Come here quickly. It looks like it's all over. I've got all the proof we need.
You work awfully fast.
Yes. There's no time to talk. Come as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, but I have to go now. I'd love to talk with you more, but I'm afraid I've been called away. It's my work, you know.
Has anything happened?
No, it's nothing serious. Gerda, it was very nice to meet you, and Hefner, we'll have to talk later today. I'll call you. Goodbye.